know.
I do. We're just going to go and do what we normally do. Screw it up.
Oh, well, I can do that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there are people who say you're the king of that.
15 sets of twins are graduating from one New York high school? I should not just read headlines because now I'm curious.
Before we get into too much of that, you got to say,
no, I mean, 15 sets of twins.
I get it. That's 30 people.
Admittedly, if it happened, in Bolus, that would be amazing because there are 20 people there. But there'd be questions asked because they're sets of twins.
Yeah.
I'm just anyway.
You say hi to Katie Drew.
Katie Drew?
Yep, she has subscribed to us on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Katie, I try hopes for you. I mean, I was. Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe you need to go back to school.
Or just, I don't know. There are several options here. You may just need to sober up.
And, get on with life.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We don't understand it, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, you're very wonderful. So, back to your headlines.
No, that was just the one headline I saw.
Oh, okay.
It was 50. Okay, now I got to look.
While you're doing that, while you're looking at
high school in the suburbs of New York and Hempstead, New York.
Okay.
They have 500, and it's not a huge school. They have 500 students graduating.
That's a pretty big school.
That's fair size, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, the 500 seniors, that's a pretty good size school.
30 of those students are twins.
That's a lot.
That seems like more than the statistical norm.
Well, it's more than 4.
It's a tight-knit group, one would think. Some of the students at it's Long Island's Plainview Old Bethpage John F. Kennedy High School. Jeez, how do you put that on a
But you mispronounced it. It's Long Island.
Long
Island.
Do I look like I'm from Manhattan? Actually, that'd probably be more Jersey.
No, Long Island. Long Island.
Yep. Their parents meeting through a local twins club. Some still have family vacations together. That's not creepy.
I bet they come out here to watch a baseball game.
One would think you'd have to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wouldn't you just out of morbid curiosity?
Right. The Minnesota Twins are our baseball club. So,
we're playing so well.
They've lost the last 10 out of 11 games is what I heard last few days ago.
Yeah, now it's 10 of 12. No. Something, probably more like 10 of 12 because they won yesterday.
Oh, did they? Okay.
So I went to the Eyeglass place.
Okay.
With my new prescription.
Okay.
I want them in my old glasses.
Okay.
As I'm sitting there, this charming young couple walks in, and it happens to be one of my granddaughters and her boyfriend. I thought, okay, first of all, my heart always goes, that's so sweet. They saw the truck and stopped in. And that they did.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Grandpa's in there. Let's go roust him.
Exactly. And that never goes well because I always find a way to embarrass her. But this is Riley. Riley doesn't embarrass.
Oh, okay.
She just remembers.
She knows you.
She's my interesting. She's the most. No, she's not. They're all unique in weird ways. But the one I can't figure out is Shelby. How did I get a hippie?
Oh, I love that though.
My family is built on angst.
Yeah, but you've got a mild hippie gene in there somewhere. You do.
I do.
Honestly do.
But mostly my anxious gene, which they gave to Jaden. Well, and Kara. Only Kara would never let you know because that would go against her void gene.
Can't admit to any sort of thing that looks like weakness.
What? Weakness? Get away from me. I'll break your legs.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Anyway, Riley was going to the game yesterday. So I flipped it on old channel, whatever they're on.
Yep.
The Twins channel. That's all it is. You see the game twice, the pregame and postgame show twice, and then nothing.
Wow.
Just the placard that says next game is.
Okay.
And I said, well, that's good. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow. Because we had torrential downpours the day before, right?
Yeah. Well, boy. Yeah.
I haven't. If you went outside, you would be wetter then than you were if you were in your shower.
Yep.
Really? Well, yeah. And I was right. It did. But because it was a noon game, they waited till I believe 2:30. Now the good news is they played the game. Twins kicked serious butt because Seattle looked like us. They couldn't field the ball. They threw balls that we could hit very hard, and we win like 110-2, something weird like that.
Okay. Typical basketball.
So at least Riley got to see the game.
Yeah, good for her.
Good for her. The Twins. That story was actually going somewhere, and I have no idea why.
Oh, okay.
Mostly I was just bragging that my girls like me enough to stop by and say hi when they see me.
That's very sweet. So I saw a comedian.
My kids don't.
That they know you.
Look the other way. They put the hand over the. He saw us.
I'm so glad I'm an orphan. I'm an orphan.
My son is screwed though because his lovely wife isn't like that at all.
She is a sweetheart.
So I'm sure there are conversations in the car like we could have just got away, We could have left. With his memory, he never would have known or would have doubted everything.
Exactly. Got to tell you about a comedian I saw today that was just perfect, and I'm sure you get this same treatment. He goes, "My wife has the best laugh you've ever heard in your entire," and I can't remember the guy's name or I'd say it because you shouldn't steal material from people. But he's he says, "Oh, she has the best laugh I've ever heard. It's one of the reasons I married her." Oh, so we're hanging out. I'm saying something funny, which is what usually happens, and then she goes,
comedian.
She goes to laugh, and it goes like this. I go, funny, I get the same treatment.
I do that when I'm congested, so.
Yeah, excuse me. I had some crud in my throat. Yeah. Okay, so Patrick sends something over.
There is something comforting, though, about being in a gathering of a ton of people.
Yeah.
And somewhere from across the room, you hear the laugh,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's here. We're good. Mm-hmm. She'll save me if I'm overly stupid.
Well, if we're in a crowd and I'm making people laugh, she'll say, "Don't encourage him. He'll keep it up."
Yeah. You're just enabling. Which is son's daughter, somebody's favorite word is enabling.
So, our man.
You want to see enablers? Look at my wife and my daughter. They're Eric enablers.
Boy, yes.
Which my daughter-in-law is really fond of.
From Patrick Reed, our man in Liverpool.
Vladi.
The police.
I don't remember how that started.
Goalie.
Oh, yeah.
Some NHL goalie.
Tretiak. Never got to play in the NHL.
Oh, okay. Police
Probably the best goaltender of the 20th century.
Oh, really?
You make that argument.
Okay. Police called as 2 young bears escaped from wildlife enclosure in Devon.
Now, are we talking Chicago Bears? Oh, no, they're in Devon.
No, they're in Devon. They attended the scene in line with standard protocol, and an investigation has been launched on how the 4-year-olds managed to escape in the first place.
Huh?
They're checking to see how these 4-year-old bears managed to escape in the first place. They're in a little wildlife park thing.
I guess one is Riley.
Yeah, right. So apparently, as they traced the bears' steps, what they found was the 2 got out of their enclosure and headed straight for the store, which they entered, found the honey, and ate as much of it as they possibly could.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because they could. Don't be dumb.
Then guess what?
I've seen Winnie the Pooh. I know how bears work.
Then guess what they did?
Oh, bother.
Just go ahead. Guess. What'd they do next after eating all the honey they could stomach?
Sat down in a lawn chair and watched the game.
Close. They went back to their enclosure and took a nap.
Which is what a bear would do. That's what I would do.
Now authorities are going, we got to figure out how they got out in the first place. That's a great story.
Could ask
I love
him.
that story. Yeah, you could, and whatever.
Hey, boo boo. You think? Never mind. Okay, there was one brown bear story out of Minnesota.
Okay.
Lake Superior Zoo, northeastern Minnesota.
Yep.
Up there on the parts there.
Yep. On the North
Actually,
Shore.
if you really want to get to northeast, you got to get to Grand Marais.
Oh, I love Grand Marais.
I could probably do Grand Marais.
Yeah, I love Grand Marais. I really
do. Anyway,
Sometimes I go up to
because their
Little Moray
taxes are
just
low
for
and their
fun.
roads are great, and
And it's frozen 9 months out of the year.
that's the best part. The government doesn't want to dick with you when you're in frozen territory. When you're on tundra, man. He's an 800-pound. The 800-pound tundra was put under sedation and fitted with a new crown. Yes,
Horns?
he's king of the bears.
Oh,
Oh, no, sorry, not that kind. It was the largest dental crown ever created. Zoo marketing manager, who should probably find a different job, said, and I quote, "He's got a little glint in his smile now."
yay.
Yeah, she's me, low-hanging fruit. It took him an hour. I think 40 minutes of that was probably making sure he was sedated. Sure he's down? Poke him with a hockey stick. See if he moves. It's titanium alloy.
Because it would be.
How did they get a wax cast? They said it's made from a wax cast of the tooth.
So they've sedated him a couple of times.
You've had to put that bear down one more time.
Yep.
Tundra and his sibling Banks have been at the Duluth Zoo since they were 3 months old. And now you can tell them apart easier. You know how it is with bears. They all look alike. Dick Butkus, Brian Urlacher, who knows?
Urlacher's tall. Butkus isn't. Butkus is wide.
Was, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So I just love this. Trader Joe's.
So who was the best Bears middle linebacker?
I think Butkus. In his era.
I would
dominant.
agree. I think Urlacher was very good.
Yes. Yes.
The only one I would put in the same category as, but even close to the same category as Butkus would be Singleton.
Singletary.
Thank you, Mike Singletary, because he had eyes that thought if he didn't play football, he would be a mass murderer. And off the field, when it's not game time, he is the quietest, most respectful,
sweet,
well-spoken
guy.
young man ever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then,
Yep.
Okay, did you ever watch Adam Sandler's vampire cartoon thing?
No, I've never seen it.
Hotel Transylvania?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
He every once in a while, when he's very upset, he's trying to be very calm and smooth, and all of a sudden, for a second, and he gets big and red, and fangs are out, and that would be Mike on the field, and the rest of the time, he's just easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I know you're going to be very happy, but Trader Joe's has opened a new location in Sherman Oaks, California.
I can't tell you now the amount of gid that has entered my very life right now.
This is nice. There's nothing better.
Did they burn it in a protest? Tell me they burnt it in a protest. Oh, come on, make my day.
I like Trader Joe's.
I don't care. Look at me. Do I look like someone who cares what you like?
No.
Exactly right.
This one
I care what I like.
The new Trader Joe's in Sherman Oaks is at 14140 Riverside Drive.
Okay.
Right across the street from Trader Joe's, 14119 Riverside Drive.
Interesting marketing move.
They say they're going to keep them both open.
Nope, I'm back to interesting market move.
Yeah,
But
isn't it though?
admittedly, I'm older and my brain does not function as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I've actually tried to make coffee in a full coffee pot.
Oh, I made coffee in a coffee pot.
And then to
was
avoid
being
that very
descaled.
mishap, I once poured out an entire pot of coffee going, I must have forgotten I did a step here. But my brain doesn't comprehend, understand, fathom whyest thou would put two stores across the street from one and the other.
I can tell you this, that if you do the psychographic research, there are streets people won't cross even to get to a favorite store. So to have one on either side of it, that might be one of those streets. And if it is, well, you've got them on both sides.
See, that's generally why you have like gas station A on one corner.
Yep.
And then kitty corner, not caddy corner, by the way, kitty corner.
Kitty corner. That's
Get it
right. Stuffed and displayed.
You have gas station B. That way people can, and I know people who will stop at one or the other depending on if they're coming or going. Since I never know which way I'm going.
Yeah, exactly. I
just
stop at both.
every time. I'll have $10 worth, please. Only 10? Yeah, I got to get 10 from you.
All I've got is cash.
They look at me funny.
Do you have any other stories to go into?
I hope not.
Today's? So
I have a dead-eyed blonde woman we're going to talk about.
Oh, this will be fun.
Waiting till Tuesday.
All right. Well, I'll hold my breath. Or I should say, apropos of episode 970.
Be the same as from.
Titling Sharknado in Real Life and Other Hilarious News. From Old Fat Man.
I just watched Columbiana, so I have a soft spot for sharks being fed.
Well, you remember this was the disc golf thing.
What do you want? I want you right where you are.
Everything is fine.
Bang, bang. Chomp, chomp. The best part is they artistically did not show us.
Yes.
They did the long shot from above, which
is better.
You saw were shadowy kind of things.
Yeah. So anyway, Old Fat Man says, just wow.
Zoe Saldana might be my favorite actress.
Why?
Well, Columbiana was... I watched Columbiana because I thought, hey, that'd be an interesting movie. And it came and left before I got to a theater.
Yeah.
Because, you'd have to make plans to do that, and I'm not good at that part. So I've watched it probably half a dozen times since it's been on the various streaming things.
Mm-hmm.
I still like it.
Oh, good. Is it funny, dramatic, what?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, then sounds perfect.
It's got its moments of everything.
Okay.
And Zoe's just... I mean, come on. Who can not... She's the green girl in...
I was going to say, even
Guardians.
When she's green, she's absolutely fetching.
I mean, even though Thanos raised her, she's still great.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and
I don't know how she got...
I like her on talk shows.
Columbiana.
Yeah.
And then she was a chef in a Netflix TV show.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It was actually kind of interesting.
In any case, Old Fat Man says, this was the shark...
I suppose Zoe Saldana is his favorite actress?
Yes. This was a
You just said that to make me shut up, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, thank God it worked. Otherwise, I just keep talking.
I'm talking and talking.
You know how I am. Once I get started on something.
Mostly
I get started on something. I have point A, I want to get to point B, but I go through all the alphabet to get there and then forget where point B was and have to backtrack over Z and X to get to L, where M will tell me that I should have been to B.
That's exactly right. And,
But by then, B is left because she's
bone
just had
dog,
enough.
dog bone. There we go.
So anyway, you were saying? Anyway.
The Sharknado shark.
That's it.
An osprey dropped it on a disc golf course.
Huh?
An osprey. Remember, it was the osprey had picked up a shark from the local bay or whatever.
Yeah.
Hammerhead. And
he was sitting on the dock?
They're of the bay watching the sharks.
It's going to be a long week.
In any case, it picked it up and then it was attacked by two other birds.
By the way, if you're listening to this on a
shark.
Saturday for the next week, you might want to bring sandwiches. A little snack, maybe a soda.
So
that's pop for us Minnesotans.
So Old Fat Man says, just wow, Sharknado shark, please clarify. Was the forest-dwelling hammerhead shark the heavy metal reinforced flathead or one of those 10 pennies imported from Seattle or Portland?
My guess?
Yeah.
Portland.
There you go. Shark! Nice job, Old Fat Man.
I used to love Oregon.
Apropos of This Is True Really News, episode 971, Slow Rampages to Unexpected Joyrides. From my brother, Chris Combs, no relation. Minnesota, land of 10,000 legislative morons. Oh, these are.
Oh, dude, we've got more than that.
These are mottos. These are the state motto things.
Those are just the ones we've run through St. Paul.
Hang on, he's got a secondary one that's really very nice. So Minnesota's land of 10,000 legislative morons.
Yep.
Colorado, land of another 10,000 morons. They're also not very creative.
Well, that's because they probably came from here.
Yeah. Well, hey, stop! I'm creative.
You're not a legislative moron.
Yeah, I'm a different kind.
You're just a plain old moron.
Apropos, This Is True Really News.
If you look at Scott and then look up moronus idius in the dictionary, he would be under the plain.
Absolutely.
Not the Plains. That's different.
No, that is different.
That would be like the Kansas City Royals.
Yes. Apropos, this is True Really News
I
episode.
said Royals, so Patrick, don't get mad at me.
He won't.
I hate having NFL quarterback get upset with me.
Sometimes Patrick.
Mahomes.
Oh, you meant Mahomes. Never mind.
Well, I said Kansas City.
Yeah, I didn't put them together.
No, that's okay.
I lived in Topeka, and I was born further west of Topeka. Anyway, apropos, this is True Really News, episode 972, Lost in Translation and Food Delivery Mishaps, from Katie Drew.
Katie.
Our new subscriber.
Yee. Are we up to 6 now?
6 1/3, because that one guy isn't really all there. And
hey.
What?
Don't talk about Patrick like that. That's not nice.
I was thinking about Chris.
Okay, so if you have 2 who are technically...
What have you got? Twins! Hey! And we're back in New York. So, Katie says, I like the hat. Ha, 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 Katie loves me and not you. Ha, 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 you're an old poo.
Okay, I can't argue with any particular part of that. So let me just give you the I'm rubber, you're glue. You bounce off me and stick on you.
Ooh, and you're poo. Yuck, I don't want it stuck on me.
Winnie the...
Oh, well, that's different. It might be
Winnie the Pooh. I always thought, did they do that on purpose?
They had to.
Winnie the Pooh, Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, Pooh.
Pooh, poo, poo.
All I could think of when I was older was holy.
Moving on.
Thank you.